What's going on, guys? This is Preston here. In this video, I am going to be recapping the Buffalo Bills preseason 2024. So, yeah, guys, the last Buffalo Bills preseason game concluded like an hour ago, I believe, around that time, and it was against we were against the Carolina Panthers. Um, just want to say it, we lost 31 to 26. So yeah, and this is, like I said, this is just a recap of all the preseason in general over the past two games, the game against the Bears, the Steelers, and this game against the Panthers. So, yeah, I'm going to talk about each games in order. So first up, we got week one against the Chicago Bears. We flat out got our butts kicked. We got our butts kicked. Defensively, we had a hard time stopping the run. Really in the second half, we were just weren't that good. Like we weren't that good at all. Josh Allen did play for a snap, like I said in my 3-year thank you video that I made. Josh Allen did play a snap. He ran for a first down, I believe. He made some completions, and other than that, that was probably I thought his only snap this preseason. Um, yeah, this and again, preseason's just where if there's any starters or any non-starters or anything can just go and see what they got. So it was pretty nice to see what a sneak peek of what Buffalo will have for this season. And there are really a lot of positives. And one thing I am really wanting to know if we can get better at is stopping the run defensively. That's where I am. One of my concerns is stopping the run defensively, which I have hope in this. I definitely have hope in this Buffalo team, which it's just preseason, so it's nothing really that important. But we got our first game against the Cardinals in a couple weeks, so I'm predicting Buffalo to win that game. Um, so yeah, if you watch my Buffalo Bills schedule predictions, I predicted Buffalo to win against the Cardinals week one. So yeah, so Chicago Bears, I watched some of watched Caleb Williams highlights, and he was actually good. He was actually good, and yeah. So yeah, in that Bears game, we had the quarterbacks were Mitch Trubisky and Shane Bushley. I think that's how you pronounce his name. But Mitch Trubisky did the most work in that game. Completed 10 of his 18 passes for 82 yards. And again, no touchdowns until this game against the Panthers. So we're going to talk about that in a bit. So yeah. And again, defensively, we didn't really do much defensively. We only had like one sack in that game, but other than that, nothing really big defensively there. And we had, like I said, I'm worried about the stopping the run game is what I'm concerned about as well. But yeah, now we got the Steelers game against the Bills. The Bills we're at the Steelers in Acrisure Stadium in Pittsburgh, and we ended up winning that game 9-3. It was a defensive battle, and yeah, our defense did such a much better job in this game, and no touchdowns were scored in this game. It was just a defensive fight, and Tyler Bass made all three field goals, and and yeah, Tyler Bass, like I said, made all field goals here. Mitch Trubisky completed 9 for 13, and Ben DiNucci, yeah, he did play in this game today against the Panthers. So yeah, 9 for 13 for Mitch Trubisky. The leader in rushing was Ray Davis, and yeah, James Cook was in this game too. He had 6 carries for 25 yards, and then receiving, Davidson, um, had 1 reception for 27 yards. Quentin Morris. Quentin Morris had 2 for 20 yards. Keon Coleman 1 for 12, which I think in that game against the Steelers, he dropped the ball in the end zone, I think, from what I've heard. Dawson Knox had 1 for 9. Yeah, this was where some of our starters were in this game against the Steelers. Yeah, again, offense, we couldn't really we couldn't score a touchdown in the end zone, but we were able to make it up to at least a 20-yard line in that game. So we just couldn't make it we just couldn't score a touchdown in that one against the Steelers. But our defense did really good in that one. Justin Fields and Russell Wilson were the quarterbacks. We were still trying to figure out which ones over there at Pittsburgh, which quarterbacks over there were trying to start. So yeah, defensively, 2.5 sacks from Gregory Rousseau, Ed Oliver. So yeah, our defense in that game did a lot. We got a fumble, I think a fumble recovery or something. So yeah, our defense just does a phenomenal, did a great job, and against the Steelers. So yeah, guys, and now we got to get this game that happened today against the Carolina Panthers. We lost 31-26. So yeah, this was not a defensive game for us at all. This wasn't really the best game defensively for us for preseason for the preseason. Yeah, we had Jack Plummer 21 for 29 for 21 out of his 29 passes for 278 yards. Yeah, our defense got completely obliterated. But yeah, otherwise from our sides, Ben DiNucci completed 11 out of 15 13 passes, and shout out to Frank Gore Jr. He had a great day on the ground today. Great day. He might make this is a chance of him landing on the roster for this season. 18 carries for 101 yards and a rushing touchdown. And then we got KJ Halmer for 3 carries, 21 yards and a touchdown. So yeah, and then we got Durunton Evans, who had three catches, 28 yards, and that touchdown. I think that was in the. Yeah, I know we scored again before the game ended, but I couldn't watch the game, so yeah, I just kept track of the score, and yeah, I ended up not keeping track of it when the Bills were at 19 points and they did score a touchdown. One thing I gotta mention though, Tyler Bass, man. Tyler Bass missed one. It says 1 for 2 from one of the game center here from the Buffalo Bills app. It says 1 for 2 of his field goals. I wasn't sure if it was an extra point or a field goal because, like I said, I couldn't watch the game. So yeah, that's concerning. I know Tyler Bass isn't the best kicker in the NFL. But it's preseason, so I'm not really, guys. I'm not sweating it. I'm not sweating it. I still have a lot of confidence in this Buffalo Bills team that we're going to go 11-6 this year, win the division, make the playoffs. Like now, I said, do I think we can win the Super Bowl this year? That's a whole different question, man. That's a whole different scenario for us, man. Because I don't think we have. Well, I don't really necessarily think that because I just don't see us making it to the Super Bowl this year. But if we can make a good playoff run like we did the last few years, we got our main guy Josh Allen. Like I said before, this is his best chance to win one of the best seasons for him to win MVP this year. And yeah, like I said, I can't wait for the season to start, guys. In a couple weeks we play against Arizona, and yeah, guys. So go Bills. So overall, for our overall preseason record, we had two losses and 1 win. So we're 2-1 is our final record for this season. Yeah, and defensively for those guys, two of our 3 losses were because of our was defensively just couldn't really stop the run of the ball. And yeah, this game against the Panthers today was our best offensive game, if you ask me. So yeah, other than that, that's about it, guys. Yeah, so that's it. So anyways, so final score for the preseason games for the Bills. Like I said, we got absolutely destroyed by the Bears, 33-6. Then we came over to Pittsburgh and won 9-3. And then in this game against the Panthers today, 31-26. And Bryce Young, Bryce Young, I have a feeling he's going to do a lot better he's going to do better than what he did last year. If you guys feel like you have to ask me, he's got, in my opinion, a much more better group around him on that Panthers side. So yeah, I just want to let you guys know on that. But yeah, guys, that's it. We got to see a little preview of what the Bills see what the Bills team will look like, how we want to play. We'll have to do plays. I know we're definitely going to have more plays running the football than we did the past few years. So yeah, that's something to be interested in. Definitely something to be interested in. And yeah, that's it, guys. So that's all I have to say. Can't wait for the season to start. And this is Preston signing off. Peace out.